All right, so I'm going to test a quick live stream switching from landscape to portrait mode. I had my lock aspect ratio or mode on my camera or on my phone when I was switching between the two. So I'm going to try to switch back and forth and see if it shows up in the live stream. In fact, just leave me a comment if you notice it's switching from portrait to landscape. Now you should actually see if Wirecast Go can swap back and forth. Because to me, on my screen, it does a great job of it, but I'm not sure if you're seeing that as well. So let's fly out the comments. Hi from Australia. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, let me know. Do you see this swapping from portrait to landscape? Is that, here we go, live now. I can actually click on it on my camera. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, I'm noticing it as well, which is fantastic. So that's all I wanted to show you, which is that if you're streaming with your phone in Wirecast Go to YouTube and you don't lock the aspect ratio, the mode, whether it's in landscape or portrait, then whenever you turn your phone over the other way, you also notice that that totally screws up my lower thirds. So that's why this would look normal in like portrait mode, because that's, what was it, 1280 by 1920 by 1080, so that's what, like 1080 in that respect. So I'm going to bring that here. So that looks normal, 1080, but then when I flop it over to landscape mode, it looks super tiny. So I actually need to expand it and bring it back to more of a 1920 size. So that is just a quick demo of Wirecast Go swapping between the different modes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it is very responsive. So can the black border be in portrait mode, be transparent, or does it have to be black? So the black border is really added by YouTube. I think that's not really a Wirecast Go feature. I think you may be seeing, I may have accidentally messed up my, oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's make my lower third the right way. And then let's take my background image to the correct. Okay, so that black border, the portrait letterboxing or pillar boxing, I think is added by YouTube. It has nothing to do with me or with Wirecast Go. Let's bring that up a little bit, recenter. And there you go. So, it's probably best to keep it consistent in one mode when you're setting up your live stream, whether you want it to be in landscape or whether you want it to be in portrait mode, but you have the option to do either. Yeah, so Jeff, if you really want, I guess you have to do a feature request to YouTube, because they're just in their player adjusting it so that they put pillar boxes on either side, and that's where you would be great for some branding. Now you could do the same thing if you wanted and create artificial ones in Wirecast and just in Wirecast Go, and you could create your own sort of branding by just shrinking yourself in the center or cropping yourself. Now Wirecast Go does not have cropping functionality yet, so you're going to need to bring in sort of everything the way you originally want it. But you could certainly set up your stream so that you're on the right or the left side, and then you put all your branding or advertisements or buttons or whatever on the, just next to you in like a black space. So that's up to you. But you won't be able to make yourself full screen in the center and then crop out the sides yet, because that's not in this app feature yet. I'm seeing, how do you put sound when you're live? So that's up to you. There are little USB adapters, lightning to USB, so you can just buy a little adapter that then is USB on the other end. I actually have one, but not with me in the studio. And then you could plug in a little microphone or a USB mic, or you could plug in a little interface and then test it and bring in your audio that way. Let's see. Let's read the other comments here so I can keep looking. Looks like you guys have some questions, so I'll try to stick around for a second. Can you set it up as 2 shots? Transition when you go to each shot. Yes, you can set it up as 2 shots. So here we go. I'm in a new, and the transition is what it is. It's more of a cut. You'll actually see things fly in. I'm actually going to watch it on YouTube as I transition to this shot so I can see mobile production. Let's see what happens here. I want to watch the transition. YouTube's it's about 30 seconds behind. So there, that's the transition. Looks like it's kind of like a fly-in transition. That's the basic. But no, there's not a ton of control over the types of transitions that it uses. But there is some basic transitioning as you jump in and swap from mode to mode. So let's do that. We can hit this. It's nice because it's actually really, it's just tapping it, swapping your shots, moving from one to the other. You get kind of some basic, nice transition functionality. It's fun. It's not meant to be high-end production on your phone or your iOS device, but it is light production. It's very easy, simple to use production, and it's all with just tapping and dragging and swiping. So it's kind of, I don't know, really intuitive. I find that I like the way the design and the way it works. It's really easy to use, and you can learn it in just a couple minutes. It's super fast, and you can make some great little live streams, and I can read all of your comments and stream out to my page from my phone, which allows me to go live really anytime, anywhere. This is a total side conversation, but I would love to talk about working together, ISTE, sometime. Keep up. All right. That sounds good. Shameless self-plug. Maybe a stinger. We've been talking a lot about stingers. Stingers are getting more and more popular. So yeah, that would be another feature request for this app. In fact, there's a number of feature requests that I really am already wanting for this, including ability to roll in MP4s, some other stuff about quickly being able to maybe set up your shot and maybe preview it on another device, some other stuff like that, being able to bring in other comments directly from other platforms would be helpful, so you're not just seeing just YouTube, although I guess you'd have to stream to more than one platform at a time, and this is really only ever going to probably stream to one place at a time. But yeah, there's some other cool features as you start playing with this, and if you have tried Wirecast Go, then it'll be worth hearing what you guys have to think about it, and like how it works for you versus, and what types of other features would be like killer features for you for this particular app. So please send them our way. Leave comments on the Wirecast forum. If you go to the forum, there's a feature requests thread, and that would be a great place to leave any feedback on Wirecast Go as you start to use it, because I really, again, think it's a little underutilized and it's underknown. It's not as well known. So the more people that start using it, the more we'll get a better idea of how to improve it and what other new features you need right away to make it that much better. More layers. 3 layers is pretty good, right? I don't know if you need that much more than 3. You need to get a bug. Cropping's going to be killer. I really need some cropping and some rotating. So if you bring in all your stuff sort of the way it is, it works well, but you can't do a lot of on-the-fly editing of your layer shots. So I think that would be another killer feature to bring out soon. So as long as you do your work ahead of time, set things up the way you want it, it's pretty useful. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off now. That was just my quick demo of landscape versus portrait. Looks like everything's working the way it should. And get out there and start using Wirecast Go. Let me know what you think and leave any feedback on the Wirecast forums. I will talk with you later. Thanks for watching. Good to see you all, Jeff, everybody, and Mars Video Production, Eli, everybody else. Thanks for watching.